You're listening to Shona and Wawa. Thank you for listening.
We have ignition. Strap in. You're about to listen to
Shona and Wawa.
Attention, everyone. One.
To have a radio station everyone loves.
I love that.
Shona and Lala on the radio.
This is an emergency. Tempo has reached critical level.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Red alert. Let's go.
Now give me a beat.
Stand by for action.
What's up? You're listening to Shona and Lala. Check us out at shonaandlala.com. On Facebook at facebook.com/Shona and Lala.
Check me out at facebook.com/TheLalaMarie.
And don't forget to check us out on Instagram at Shona and Lala. And on Snapchat, Shona_Lala. And Twitter, Shona and Lala. I think I covered it all.
Yes.
It's always a mouthful. And so Christmas was last week.
Crazy.
Thank God it's over.
I
Yes.
know. It's crazy. Me and my husband were saying, you work so hard, you shop, you spend so much money, you prepare for days and hours and weeks, all for one day, and then it's over with. And then you're like, okay, well, that was a whirlwind. And I mean, how do we simplify that? That was our conversation, is how do we kind of enjoy it, make the most of it, and not have to go through all that? And I don't know if there is a way, It's insane.
I have not found a way.
I did not enjoy, I didn't enjoy Christmas this year. It was nice having the family, but I was sick, and I was running around, and I was cooking, and I was cleaning. It's I didn't even get to sit with my family. So,
Yep.
it's just, you start to think, what can we change so that next year it's different? And we'll see. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, my family and I, we cut back a lot. As you noticed, I mean, my house, I didn't put the tree up until last minute. And then finally my dad came over and he was like, are you going to decorate the tree? And I was like, I just haven't had a minute to decorate. I didn't feel good. I had a migraine, of course. And I went to lay down for an hour, and I woke up 2 hours later, and I come out, and the tree was decorated.
Aww.
And I was like, did you decorate my tree? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I couldn't stand looking at it anymore, not decorated. So I was like, oh, thank you.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. And, I really didn't want him to have to do it, but he did it for me, and now I'm like, okay, we could take it down now and get back to normal. And, but my family and I, last year, I have a huge family. We used to buy gifts for everybody, and we cut back.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's the way we simplified it. We also used to have a gigantic Christmas party. My mom's house is not big enough anymore because my family continues to grow. People just love having kids. So, our house is not big enough anymore.
Yeah.
So we cut back that way. And, we went to my aunt's house for Christmas Eve, which was great. We had a small little thing there. And then I went to my brother's house.
Yeah.
And to my grandmother's house on Christmas. And
but does that get stressful for you? We were talking about also the running around. We had to do his mom, and then my dad's house for Christmas Eve, and then back to his mom to do something, and then Christmas was at my house, and my sister was going back and forth between her mother-in-law's house, and it's are you enjoying yourselves running around from each house to each house, timing out, okay, I have to leave here by this time to get here, you know what I mean? Isn't that stressful?
It is. This year, it was a little bit more calmer for whatever reason.
Yeah.
There was a bigger span of time between my brother's house and my grandmother's house.
Yeah, that helps.
It was nice. We did my grandmother's later on, around 4 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
And we ate around 5:30, and we were there till 7. So that was fine. Usually we eat, you know, we go to my brother's, we eat, we open gifts, we talk for 10 minutes, and we leave.
Yeah.
Because we're running around like crazy.
Yes.
So this year, you know, finally at like 12, I was like, I think we better get going. You know, because we had to get ready, you know, and all
Yeah.
that. So yeah, it was nice. It was a little bit slower paced,
good,
which was
good, I'm
nice.
glad.
But yeah, I mean, I totally
It's too
know.
much. It's we sat down, like I made a big menu. I overcook as always. I'm Italian, so I always cook too much food anyway. But we didn't even get to eat the one thing I made, like the lamb. I made lamb and a roast pork and ziti, and they ate that, and then they didn't want the lamb, and I wasted all those hours. You know, the night before I was up all night cooking.
Yeah,
So-
you texted me.
The money I spent on food, it wasn't. I had so much left over. Don't even touch the lamb, and that was like it was $45 for that leg of lamb.
Oh my god.
So we said, like, next year we're gonna pick. We're not gonna do a pasta. We're just gonna make it simple. We're gonna make one meat, two sides, and have our appetizers, and that's it. And because it's a waste of money, it's a waste of my time, and a waste of food. So that's like one of the things we're gonna cut out, and not going anywhere Christmas Eve if we're hosting. Like, we were hosting this year, and then to run around all day on Christmas Eve, we didn't have time to relax or prepare the house or get everything set. So then I was up all night doing that and getting the presents done.
Yeah.
It was too much, and being sick on top of it was just too much. But all in all, it was a beautiful Christmas. My son loved all his gifts. I loved my gifts. I got a nice computer, so that's like
You
the best
did.
gift ever.
Did he
And-
get his microwave? That's the most important
No,
thing.
my son didn't get his microwave. he got cooking stuff and fake kitchen food and stuff, but we didn't buy him a microwave. He got his fish tank, he got his fish, he got his Scooby-Doo stuff, and his
got
Hot
that
Wheel,
Hot Wheel
the Hot
thing.
Wheels Supreme Garage Tower that I'm sure every parent out there listening, their boy wanted it or got it, and it is amazing. It's a really cool toy. Really cool. He loves it. He has not stopped playing with it, so I hope everyone else had a great Christmas with your family,
Yes.
and that you really got the time to spend with them.
Yes, and it was your birthday on top of it.
Yeah, my birthday's on Christmas, and it sucks. I hate having my birthday on Christmas because I even forget it's my birthday because I'm so busy. I sat down for dessert, and they shut the lights off, and I'm like, why are they shutting the lights off? Who shut the lights off? I start yelling, and then they bring a cake out, and I'm like, oh, I forgot it's my birthday. They gave me the cake, and then Mike handed me a present. I said, what's this present for? It's like, it's your birthday. I was like, oh, yeah. Sorry. It's just, it's not nice having your birthday on Christmas. It kind of takes the back burner. No one
Yeah.
remembers. No one says happy birthday to you. No one buys you a birthday gift, so whatever. I said I'm going to move my birthday to July, I think. We do a Christmas in July. And I'll just tell everyone, hey, we're celebrating my birthday in July, so...
Do that, you get double the presents.
Exactly.
You know, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
They should get you, Christmas presents, and then like maybe have like a birthday Christmas tree.
Yeah, like Mike always gets me birthday Christmas. My mother-in-law and father-in-law get me birthday Christmas. My dad, my sister. But other than that, like everyone just focuses on Christmas with me.
Yeah.
Not that I want gifts, but I don't ever feel like it's my birthday. It's never felt
That's
that
why
way.
you should have a birthday
So,
tree.
Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
You should,
You're right.
when people come in, you could be like, Christmas presents over here and
Birthday.
right here.
Oh man, but
That's what I'll get you next year.
all right.
Is a birthday tree.
Thank you.
You're listening to Shauna and Lala. We'll be right back.
ShaunaandLala.com.
You're listening to Shauna and Lala. It is coming to the end of the year. Thank God, I just have to say.
I know. Start all over again next year.
Yeah. So is there any crazy end of the year stories that are out?
I mean, there's a few little crazy ones. The police in Madison, Wisconsin arrested a hairstylist after he gave a 22-year-old customer a very unwanted, they call it the Stooges hairdo. You know, like the Three Stooges?
Yeah.
So they gave him a very unwanted Larry Fine, that was one of the Stooges' hairdo. The 22-year-old victim told officers that the stylist asked him to stop fidgeting in his seat, and then the stylist nicked his ear with the clippers, so he cut his ear,
Oh no.
before running the clippers down the middle of the man's head on the shortest attachment. So he made a big, bold strip. leaving him looking a bit like Larry from the Three Stooges.
Do you have a picture?
They don't show a picture of him. They didn't want to be seen. Maybe another...
I wouldn't want to be seen either.
So, they say officers then arrested the 46-year-old hairstylist, whose name was Khalid Shabani. He pleaded not guilty to disorderly conduct on Wednesday. And they arrested him on suspicion of mayhem and disorderly conduct while armed. They said the Clippers were basically being armed because he nicked him and then cut him.
Yeah,
So-
it's a weapon.
Yeah. So I do believe he did it on purpose. Whatever reason, if he was having a bad day and the kid was moving,
Yeah.
and he just was annoyed and was like, you know what, I'm done. But that's not right. That is not okay.
No.
Now that kid has to shave his head bald probably until it all grows to an even length. I would kill him. I mean, a boy it's a little easier, but could you imagine a girl that happening to? And you have like a strip bald down the center of your head?
Yeah, well, no. Well, kind of. But I've never had that. But I have had where somebody, years ago, I went for a haircut and to have my hair colored. And the color turned out great. My hair, though, was completely crooked and uneven. Yeah, it was
Wow.
horrible.
Wow.
Still, when I get my hair cut, they have to cut one length shorter than the other because they can't get it all even because my hair just grows in like a crazy way now.
Yeah.
So yeah, they try to even it out as much as possible, but
Oh my goodness.
yeah,
I would be really pissed.
you have no idea.
Yeah, the closest thing I had was, I was going through a hard time after my mother died. I had hair down to my butt. My mom had hair down to her butt, so when my mom passed away, I was like, I just want to cut it off. I don't know why, but, people go through things, I want to cut it off. So I went to a hairstylist, and I told her to cut it to my shoulders, because it was down to my butt. I wanted it to my shoulders. Well, she cut it to my chin. Like, right under my chin.
Oh my
I
gosh.
looked like Monica Lewinsky. I swear, it was the ugliest. My hair was kind of curly back then, and it looked like a wig. It was horrible. I
Did you,
cried.
like, flip?
I didn't flip. I just cried. She's like, "You don't like it?" I said, "I don't know. I don't like it." And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It'll grow." And I should have asked for my money back, but I didn't. I ran out of there. I remember running over to the grocery store that was next door, going in the bathroom and crying, looking at myself. And a girl came in. And I was like, does my hair look bad? And she's just looking at me. I'm like, does it look bad? She's like, no. But she didn't know what I used to look like. So that was mortifying. And it took forever for my hair to grow back.
Yeah.
Forever. And so I feel for
people
this
don't
guy.
get it. Some people, they don't get it that it takes forever for hair to grow back.
Yeah. And to go from my butt to my chin, and it was horrible.
It's a
I was
huge
already
drastic.
nervous to put it to my shoulders, so
But why did she do that?
I don't know. She really didn't. She just said that.
Like, did she not understand what you were saying, or
No, she just said she
she was
didn't
just
think
scissor
it was. She said when it dried, it shrunk even more. She's like, when it was wet, it was down to your shoulders. I was like, it didn't shrink that much, like when you dried it. Come on.
No, it doesn't
You
shrink.
know? So, whatever. I mean, my hair's really long now, but I'll never ask for my hair to be cut short again after that. That's,
No.
scarred me. So I feel for this guy. At least he's a man, and they can go bald, and he can kind of grow it back, but that's horrible.
Yeah. I actually thought about getting extensions because I want to grow my hair longer.
Yeah.
But I just can't stand, all the tangles and that you go through trying to get it to grow longer. So I'm thinking about getting extensions.
Yeah.
Never know.
You never know. Maybe it'll
Help
for you.
and make it longer.
Yeah, I mean, another crazy story that's happening during the busiest time or busiest week in Disneyland. They had a power outage.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, a power outage hit Disneyland on Wednesday during a busy holiday week, and it stranded visitors on about a dozen rides. So imagine being on one of those rides in Disneyland, and you're at the top or you're going and it just stops because the power just cuts off.
Can you imagine you're up on a roller coaster ready to come down?
And it just stops in the middle of the going down.
It's like, and you're like, oh.
It must give you whiplash. I would think you get whiplash from just whipping backwards, stopping short.
I don't know.
That's crazy though. So, park employees help visitors, off many of the rides, trying to get them down.
I'd be having a full-blown panic attack.
Oh my god, yeah. So everything was kind of shut down. They wouldn't let any more visitors in the park. People were stranded on rides for hours, and they were trying to figure out what happened. So they think it was all the holiday decorations and the lights and everything just overpowered the system somehow. I don't know how, because they do this every year, so I would think.
Yeah, really, it's Disney.
But I mean, I don't know. So, just crazy.
I thought rides and stuff had to have generators. I don't know.
Would think so,
but
right?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't been to like a local fair in a few years, but I would assume that they'd have to have something.
I don't know how it isn't. Like in carnivals, I think there are. Like when we go to a fair, but Disneyland, I think, is just maybe powered. They probably have their own electrical system and they plug into it.
Maybe.
But I would think they need a backup in case of bad weather or in case something went wrong. I don't know.
Well, hopefully now they
Maybe
do.
that's why it was only dozens of rides, because maybe some of them had working generators and some didn't. I don't know.
Well, I bet now they have a new
yeah.
emergency
Now
plan.
they're figuring. Yeah, now they're stepping up their game with that. And the big story is iPhone. iPhone
what about
owners are not happy with Apple right now, and they're suing left and right with lawsuits against Apple, letting the company know that they believe that Apple has been intentionally slowing down their phones as the device's batteries age and when someone updates. So I noticed it. I have a 7, even though that wasn't listed. I never update my phone, mainly because probably 2 years ago, my sister updated her phone, and a few people updated their phone, and they lost everything. They lost all their pictures, all their contacts. Their phone was wiped clean when they updated the phone for the new iOS. That scared me, so I never update. Never, ever, ever.
I'll
just keep hitting cancel, ignore,
My mom does that too.
Yes. So a week ago, another update came through. I hit my cancel. I thought I hit cancel, but I didn't. My phone started, do the update thing. I'm like, whatever. What's it gonna hurt? My friend got, I knew you got your phone updated, so I'm like, their phone was fine. Whatever. My photos are backed up. I'll be fine. Well, my phone has been acting up since I've updated. It's slow. It freezes. I turn on my camera and it's just black. Like, it won't take a picture, just see black. Things are freezing. My Wi-Fi, won't find any Wi-Fi, won't find Bluetooth. It's just fritzing out, and I truly believe it's from the update. And
It might be.
And they said that this lawsuit was filed because of the same things I'm experiencing, and Apple actually confirmed. They confirmed last week that it does slow down the iPhone through a software update.
Yes.
So they're doing it on purpose.
Yes. And, I was on the phone with AT&T a few weeks ago because I had an issue with my phone, and they fixed it right away.
Yeah.
All I had to do was pretty much reset it.
Yeah.
Turn it off and turn it back on through like a special way. And she said that her phone was acting up. And she goes, I think they do it on purpose, so I buy the new one.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
So I was laughing, and I was like, I really think that they do. I said, but nobody could ever prove that.
Well.
And this is right when a friend said, that this was going on. That just stuck right in my mind, and I was like, oh my gosh, how funny. But yeah, my mom has a 6, and her phone is acting up all the time. It won't hold a charge. Nothing.
It's insane. It's a crime. It should be a crime, and hopefully, it will be.
She said she still says all the time that she thinks when her 2-year contract is up, she thinks that they do something to the phones so that they start acting up. Because a few months ago, everything was fine.
Yeah, now it's up.
Now her contract or whatever thing is up, and it's time for her to get a new phone, so it starts acting up.
Yep, it's very true. And I mean, my phone is only, I think, a year old now.
Yeah, I got my phone right after you did.
And I need a new one already, because, I feel like I need a new one, but it's just not, the pictures they're not being taken, and the websites aren't coming up, and I don't have the money to spend on a new phone. I'm not out of my contract yet. So it really does suck, and I hope that Apple cuts it out, basically, and stops doing this, because this is why people are afraid to update their phones, and people are going to start going to Droid because they're, like someone was saying, I never have these issues with my Droid. But the company only admitted to the slowdown after Reddit users, that website Reddit, Reddit users and bloggers did their own independent studies on phones. They took like a bunch of phones, tested out the speed, tested out everything, then they updated and did the same thing. And you saw right away that there was a major difference in the phones.
Yeah.
So that's how they came about this, and then Apple had to say, yeah, like, they're so stupid, because I know before I saw this article, just like you, people start talking. The more people are like, oh yeah, mine slowed down too. Oh yeah, mine slowed down too. It's only going to take more than 5 people saying that for someone to go, let's figure this out. Let's test this out. This sounds fishy to me.
Yeah.
So they're pretty stupid. Really stupid for doing that.
Well, they get away with it until now, and you never know.
Yeah.
So
No, it's crazy.
we'll have to follow up in the new year and see what the outcome
Hopefully
is.
we all get, like, brand new phones from the lawsuit or something.
I know, right? We'll have to, like, submit our information or
Yeah.
something, however you do that.
Yeah.
But, so coming up, we have the biggest losers of 2017. And, Apple, you're not on the list yet, but I don't know.
You're gonna be.
You might be. But, you're listening to Sean and Lala. We'll have that for you coming up.
SeanandLala.com.
You're listening to Shauna and Lala, and so I have the list of celebrity losers of 2017, according to Fox.
Oh, wow. I want to hear this.
So, first on the list, we have Mr. Harvey Weinstein, who, as we all know, is accused of sexual harassment.
Yep.
Next on the list, we have Abby Lee Miller, who I really had no idea who she was. But apparently people that watch, I want to say it's on TLC, Dance Moms.
Oh, yeah.
She committed tax fraud in 2015, and she's currently serving time in prison.
Oh, my God.
And then there's the wonderful Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
We can only guess what she did.
Oh, I know what she did.
Yes.
Disgusting.
She posed for a gory photo with a fake severed head of President Donald Trump, which I haven't even seen much of her in the news since then.
Yeah.
And this one surprised me. Ben Affleck, clearly I'm just not up on my celebrity news, but yet I report the celebrity news. Ben Affleck, he got a divorce.
Yeah.
From Jennifer Gardner.
Yep.
They were married for 10 years, and he's moved on with a new woman named Lindsay Shocus.
Yeah, she's, like, something with Saturday Night Live, or she's, like, some kind of producer, I think, or reporter. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Jen was keeping him in her house for a while, like, in the guest house, so he could be with the kids.
Oh, okay.
But then he just started seeing this woman, and then things kind of,
She kicked him to the curb.
Yeah, yeah.
Good for her.
Yep.
Kevin Spacey, I don't know if you know what was going on with him, why he's one of the biggest losers. But some people began speaking out, saying that the actor abused them.
Mm-hmm.
In some cases, they were underage boys.
Ugh.
So,
Oh, God.
I don't know how true that is.
I know. All these allegations are coming out, and you just don't know what to think.
Exactly. It's just so crazy, you know. I'm just glad not to be in the mix of Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, it wouldn't be a list without one of the Kardashians, Jenners, whatever their last names are. Kendall Jenner is on the list, which is a little surprising. But do you remember the commercial she did for Pepsi?
Yes.
Referencing Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
That is why she is on the list.
But
they didn't air the commercial.
I saw the commercial when it was coming out, like I was on Facebook.
Yeah.
And the problem, I didn't find a problem with it. The Black Lives Matter found a problem with it. If it's the same commercial I'm thinking of, it was a protest, and there was police officers, SWAT team guarding, whatever they were guarding, so the protesters couldn't get past. She pops open a can of Pepsi, she hands it to the police officer, He looks at her, puts down his weapon, picks it up, drinks it, and then he smiles, and then everyone's happy. So I thought it was a nice commercial. But the Black Lives Matter and all the other protesters were like thinking that she made it not as serious. They wanted it to be more serious and saying this is a serious matter that you can't handle over a can of Coke. You know how people are so stupid. I didn't find anything wrong with the commercial. It was just saying like, hey, like this is silly. Let's stop. And people are saying no. They didn't want her to make light of the situation, and that's how they took it by her saying, oh, all it takes is a can of Pepsi to fix things. And that wasn't the message. There's a deeper message behind it, but people are so ignorant sometimes. They just want to see and judge and take, oh, I'm offended by that. But I really honestly didn't find a problem with it. So if they want to make her a loser for that, then whatever. But
I don't know, I didn't see the commercial. And then there was, last but not least, Matt Lauer.
Oh, God.
He was fired from NBC, as probably the whole world knows.
Yeah.
On complaints for sexual harassment, which I don't know if they're true or not.
Yeah, but they're saying they are. A lot of women are coming forward.
See.
But...
I mean, he did. Katie Couric, was it Katie Couric?
Yeah.
Did that interview with Dateline, I think it was, where she said that he slaps her ass.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, listen. I worked in a car dealership. Men are perverted. I mean, I'm used to it because I've been around guys all my life. My best friends are guys, and I worked in a car dealership. So I kind of got numb to it. But if I told, when I met my husband at the time I was working there, he did not like, if he heard how they talked to me or the jokes that they would make. And it really, I could go back right now and claim sexual harassment for some of the jokes they said. But it's not right because I allowed it at the time. Exactly. If I didn't like them speaking to me that way at the time, I should have said, watch your mouth, don't talk to me that way. It was never anything horrible or mean to me, but they would talk about dirty stuff, or say something dirty like, damn, you're looking good today, Lauren, like, oh, look at that butt. And I would just brush it off because I worked at whatever, it's whatever. But I should not be able to come back now and say, they harassed me when I worked at that dealership by talking about how nice my butt looked. And that's what I feel a lot of women are doing. Some of them I feel for totally, but everyone's jumping on this bandwagon.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I get it, but all right,
Yeah.
Calm down.
If you didn't, everyone's. You got to stand up for yourself.
I also think they're doing it for possible money.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, if something really did happen to you, money wouldn't be what you're worried about.
Like a lot of those celebrities that are coming out against producers or whoever who made them do certain things, that was their choice. Not that it was a right choice, but they wanted to get popular. They wanted to get famous. They wanted to get that movie scene or that role in that movie. So they did that. And should that be totally the man's fault? No, because you had a choice right then and there, and you know what you chose? You chose fame and that role over your own self-respect. And I don't feel that these men should have to suffer 100% for that.
No.
Because that was her decision. Like some of these women, it was their decision. If they were raped and held against their will, that's a different story. But these women are, okay, I'll do that if you give me that role. And then coming back at them, I'm sorry, I don't agree with it.
I don't either. But for more...
You know me in my mouth. I'll keep running on.
Well, for more, check out our website, ShaunaandLala.com, and our Facebook. We are always posting the latest celebrity news. You're listening to Shauna and Lala. We'll be right back.
ShaunaandLala.com.
You're listening to Shauna and Lala, and before we go, we have our awesome product review. This probably is my favorite one of my favorite ones that we get to review is a fish tank.
I know, so
aquarium.
Awesome. It's by Biorb, and it is like the sleekest, most modern looking fish tank I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. I mean, we're gonna show you the video and the pictures of it, but it's simple but beautiful. And the one that we received is shaped like a cylinder or a tube, I think they call it.
Yeah, they call it a tube.
A tube, okay. So it has 360 viewing accessibility. So you could put it in the center of a room, and from all angles you could see the fish and everything. You know, usually a fish tank is rectangular and the back has like a backdrop and you can't see it from the back, you know.
Yeah.
But this is something that has 360 viewing. Great filtration system in it. It has a very calming noise because the water kind of bubbles. It has amazing lighting, which has 16 different colors that you can change it with a remote. You get a remote,
It's
and
awesome.
I love playing with it. Like, you can change it to pretty much any color. They have teal, orange, magenta, red, green, blue, teal, yellow, all different
Purple, I
kinds of
think.
greens, all different kinds of purples. Yeah,
And then you could put it on so like it'll change like throughout.
on its own.
Yeah.
It'll just go through the colors, like, on, you know, by...
There's my frog. jumping by.
Yes, Shona has little frogs in there. And you could change the brightness, so you can make it really bright or dimmer. And also put it on a timer. So if you only want the light to be on for whatever fish or whatever timing, they have 8-hour timer, 10-hour timer, 12-hour, and 14-hour timer.
Yeah.
So I love this. We set it up in the studio, and it is beautiful. You know, they have on their website, they have all different sizes. And the great thing about it, like I said, it could fit anywhere. So you can have a beautiful fish tank without it being like rinky-dink, you know, beta ball. This is it's like a real legit tank, but it's made smaller. They come with all different things that you can put into a different color. Like Shona, she has this. It's like a lava rock, but it's white. I don't know really the real name of it, like a crushed rock. They gave her white starfish. Then they have fake plants in there, and then the center is where the air bubbles and the filtration is.
Yeah.
And they make these special centerpieces.
Looks like wood.
Hers looks like a
driftwood
tree
or
stump
something.
driftwood with flowers on it, and it goes over that, so that hides the filtration system, and it looks really beautiful. So we're gonna post pictures up in a video, but I truly love it. I know I was telling a lot of people around Christmas time, like, this is something you should definitely get your child
Yeah.
as a starter fish tank, or even your teenager. I love it for my office. It's really relaxing in the studio to hear the water bubbling
It is.
and the lighting and watching her little frogs swim around.
They're going crazy right now.
She's getting fish soon, so
Yes.
we'll have to show you those. But this little guy right now he's swimming around like crazy. But really awesome company. Go on their website. We're going to post it on our website, their link to them. And they have all different sizes and ranges of pricing. Like I said, they have a cylinder, they have the tube, they have a rectangle, they have a square, and like a basic fish bowl, all different colors, like the topping. Like they have a white one, a silver one, black, and then all the different things you can add to it, which is fun, like the add-ons. So I love it, I really do. I mean, sometimes we get products that we're like, okay, we can use this, and others, but we really love like this.
And
like
we really love
really
this one.
love this. So
And it's just so cool, you know, even like when we're in the studio working, you know, because we don't just record and leave.
yeah.
We are here, you know, throughout the day, doing different things, and it's just really relaxing, you know, to watch the frogs swim around and eat, and you know,
And hearing the water.
yeah, it's just so relaxing and just.
It's
I don't
great.
know.
It's
I
great
find
for your
myself, like,
office.
just like now, I'm like dazing off, you know,
Staring at it.
Yeah, looking at the frogs jumping and
Yep.
swimming around. I don't know what he's
Look at him.
doing over here, but
Really cute. Really. So I highly recommend if you're looking for a beginner tank, or even if you don't need a beginner tank, it's a great tank all around for all ages, all, you know, whatever you're into. Even if you're
Yeah.
a big fish tank guy and know what you're doing, it's awesome to have this tank because it could fit in an area that you might not be able to fit a big tank in. Yet you're getting that 360 view, and it kind of that makes up for it being so small. You can put a lot in it and see a lot, and it's
Yeah.
just, it's not a rinky-dink tank. This looks like a very expensive modern fish tank, and that's what I also love about
yeah,
it.
I mean, and it's not expensive. It's very modern. It's
Yeah.
very sleek looking. It's just amazing, and you know, they're really not that expensive.
No. No.
You know, they are affordable, and the coolest thing is that, you know, I love looking at their store. Their store is just amazing.
All the
and-
stuff you can get to put in the tank.
Yeah,
Oh.
like there's an anchor on there, and I just keep looking at it, and I'm like, one of these days, like, I have to buy it. You know, after, you know, now that the holidays are over and things are slowing down, you know, I'm totally gonna buy it. and put it in the fish tank because I really think the frogs would love it.
Oh yeah.
Really, I just like
That'd
looking
be
at
cute.
it. But, there's just so many things on there that you could buy, and the lights are just amazing.
Yeah, and the company is awesome because we had some little issues, and they were right away able to fix the problem that we had, help us out
within minutes.
Within minutes. So that's the kind of company you want when you buy something that you're like something like this. You want a company that's going to be willing to help you right there on the spot, and that's what this company was. They were amazing. Their customer service was amazing.
Yeah,
and that's important.
Yeah, I mean the fish tank is amazing. It's just an amazing company. Biorb, just go there, BIORB.com, and you could find out more information. And we're gonna post a video, like Lala said, later on this week, and of course pictures, and we'll try and get some footage of my little frogs that are going crazy right now. But yeah, awesome company. We cannot thank you enough for sending us our fish tank. We are absolutely in love with it. And thank you again for sending it to us. And everyone, check out the Biorb Aquarium tank. That's again BIORB.com.
We're gonna post it up on our website, the link,
Yeah.
and
We will.
Facebook and all that. So
Yes, along with our video and some photos as well. And that is our show. Thank you so much for listening. Check out our website, shaunaandlala.com. There's tons of products also on there and on our Facebook that we have reviewed. Our Facebook is facebook.com/shaunaandlala.
you can find me at facebook.com/thelalamarie.
And you could follow us on Instagram at Shauna and Lala, and on Snapchat, Shauna_Lala. We will see you next week.